Almost everything here is made from avocado seeds, and I collect avocado seeds from different restaurants in New York City. I have done that for over 5 years, and I have a semi-organized system. Like sometimes I go every week, sometimes I go every 2 weeks. It requires a very specific type of dynamic for me to be able to get them from the restaurants. I have to go speak to people in the kitchen, gain their trust. I have one person that has saved them for me since 2018. This is my longest collaborator. Beyond the fact that it's always available, the material itself does have many properties. Like I can do so many things with it, and I am also interested in it from a very personal perspective as a person and as part of a family, but also as a Latin American person, because there are many histories that can be understood through this fruit. I'm originally from Venezuela, and I lived there until I was like 23 years old. And Venezuela is a petrostate, and that doesn't just mean that it's a country that produces oil. Everything in the country is around petroleum. You start making projects at school since you're like on 3rd, 4th grade, and learning about all the uses and thinking about this material as if it's like a magic material that has so many applications. From 2012 to 2016, the price of oil really went down, and it really has affected all the economy in the country. Since then, I think the country and the people have been trying to understand how will this next era be. It's something that I have been really thinking a lot, like how can we imagine this society from an economic level? Just as we had so many applications from oil, there are also so many applications from avocado seed. And just with me in my studio with like very basic tools that you can buy in a supermarket. And if you can do that, what could you do if everyone is working collaboratively? Some friends that have been involved with New Ink or the New Museum were really encouraging me to apply to New Ink, and I'm so happy. Like I think it really was one of the best decisions I have made, because everyone there, their work is super interdisciplinary, and there is a lot of generosity, and even though we're all at different levels, there's a lot of sharing of information and resources and giving feedback. I feel like being in this environment has really helped me now have better ideas of where I'm going forward now and how to get there. I became really obsessed with the idea of building a sort of adobe house with this material. There are some adobe houses in Venezuela, and it's a type of architecture that I always was very drawn to. And with time, eventually, I was able to set on a recipe that I could, in theory, make adobe houses. I wanted to be around these materials and using them because it's materials that I connect with and that I'm interested in using to explore stories of a territory that is shared. Because I come from a design background, sometimes my brain is thinking really like how to use something, but along the way with all of these materials and these techniques, I keep coming to this idea that for me these things are more symbols. Like I don't necessarily want to make a chair or a dress. Even if I would do it, it's not because I want to use it, but because it's just to manifest it in an object. I have been allowing myself a little bit more to just embrace them as symbols, and also embracing the ephemerality that comes just with working with these materials that are alive. Sometimes when I'm presenting these things to people, and a lot of these things have very concrete uses, like you can make plastics from these, or you can make ceramics from these, or I even had a project in which I was using avocado seed oil to run a car, or avocado seed to create electricity. So they seem like very concrete uses, but for me they're conceptual. I'm not wanting to make a business with these things and disrupt the plastic, fuel, or car or ceramic industry. It's more embracing these materials from like a different perspective, see what else they can do and use them as symbols so we can have like a different relationship with like our histories and our surroundings.